Got it, ma'am. Screen got it.
Screen you got, no? Because I
Yeah.
have to ask first to the BRO people that give me the charge to start my class.
Okay, ma'am.
Good afternoon to you all. So I'm
Very good afternoon, ma'am, for you also.
because it has taken a time because the people for call has not connected. It is somewhere it is out of, it's not connected. So it has taken time to start my class.
If I send the link, they are connecting directly. They are not seeing. Okay, just I will ask with them.
No, this one I can join, but I can't start my class because I can't share the screen. Unless that people give me the permission, I can't start. That is there. Now today I told you that we are going, which one? Yes. Now we'll see the preferentials. What are preferentials? What it mean by preferential? It's not the equity shares. Why we are calling this?
No, it is not equity share, which is called as preferential.
Why we are telling that is a preference shares?
Okay.
Why we call that is a preference shares?
This the dividend cannot be asked with the legal this who's taken the shares.
No. When the company gets the dividend profits in the company, first they have the right to give the preference shareholders than the equity shareholders. If anything is left, they'll give to the equity shareholders. First, the preference will be given to the preference shareholders. That's why it's called the preference shares. And these preference shareholders, they provide the shareholders with a special right to claim dividends. If this year, the complete dividend, that's a profit for completed by giving to the preference shareholders, there was nothing was left. They have not able to give the equity shareholders. So then the equity shareholders not they can't ask to the company that give the dividends, because if it is left out, then only they can give. And the preference shares, they'll be given the right. First preference will be given, but there is a fixed rate will be given to the preference shareholders. It's not like that, like equity shareholders will dividends is not fixed. As they are getting the profits, in the same way, they'll be given the profits. Is the 1 year, if you have more profits has gone, the company gets means according to the profits only, they will be getting the profit. That is a dividend to the preference shares. उन लोगों को अगर ज्यादा प्रॉफिट आया तो प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स को उसके हिसाब से देंगे, लेकिन इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को देंगे, प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स को होल्डर्स को नहीं है ऐसा चांस, कि मतलब फर्स्ट चार्ज उन लोगों को देने के बाद ही नेट प्रॉफिट में से, एनुअल नेट प्रॉफिट में से बचा हुआ सो इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को देते. That's why they are called the preference shareholders. So whatever the capital is raised by the preference shareholders, that is called the preference share capital. And even that shareholders is also the owners of the company. And even, however, they do not enjoy any kind of voting right, unlike equity shareholders. Equity shareholders को हर तरह के rights रहेंगे, but preference shareholders को नहीं रहते. They'll not have any right to give a vote. Got my point? Yes, Khalil? Haindavi?
Yes, got ma'am.
So this is a preference share. Now we'll see the what are preferences of the what are the features of the preference shares. First is a preference for dividend. Means whatever the profits they are getting, that is annual profits, first they will be distributed to the preference shareholders. So preference is given to the preference shareholders to give the first chance for distribution of the dividend. Okay, that's why it's called the preference for dividend. And preference for repayment of capital. Repayment of capital इन लोग कैसा रहता? Preference shareholders जो भी रहेंगे, their preference will be over a capital shareholders. And whatever the returns on a capital, when the company is liquidated, it saves the preference shareholders from the losses. आया समझ में?
हाँ मैम, थोड़ा.
So here, this is a whatever the equity shareholder preference over. बोल तो इन लोगों को इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को उतना प्रेफरेंस नहीं रहता कि रिटर्न कैपिटल जो भी रहता, जब कंपनी लिक्विडेटेड हो गया तो लॉस में चले जा रहा बोले तो इट सेव्स प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स फ्रॉम कैपिटल लॉसेस. सो दैट इज अ रीपेमेंट ऑफ कैपिटल. इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स अगर हमारा कैपिटल हमारे को जियो बोल के बोले तो नहीं देते उन लोग. कब देंगे उन लोग? कंपनी पूरा क्लोज कर रहे बोले तो जब उनका इन्वेस्टमेंट इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को देंगे.
ओके.
सो कंप्लीट दे हैव ऑल द राइट. कंपनी के जो भी डायरेक्टर्स रहते हैं ना, उन लोग के जो राइट्स रहते हैं वो पूरे राइट्स उन लोगों को रहते हैं.
अच्छा, डायरेक्ट ओनली फॉर डायरेक्टर्स मैम?
नो, दे आर द ओनर्स.
ओके, दे आर द ओनर्स.
उन लोग एंड पार्टिसिपेटिंग प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. सो यहाँ पे इन लोगों को क्या है? पार्टिसिपेंट shareholders means the demand for a part of surplus. इन लोगों को प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स क्या करते हैं? सरप्लस जो भी प्रॉफिट आएगा कंपनी को, इवन लिक्विडेशन हुए जब डिविडेंड्स लोग देते ना, दैट शेयर होल्डर्स, इन अदर वर्ड्स शेयर होल्डर्स विल, जो भी प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स रहते ना, दे विल एंजॉय द डिविडेंड, फिक्स्ड डिविडेंड. अब कंपनी पूरा लॉस में हुआ तो भी जितना फिक्स देने के लिए उन लोग लेटर लिखते उतना अमाउंट देना पड़ता उन लोगों को. सो दिस इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स डिमांड नहीं कर सकते.
ओके.
अब इन लोग प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स, अब कंपनी पूरा लॉस में जा रहा है, सरप्लस प्रॉफिट्स कुछ भी नहीं है, पूरा लॉस में जा रहा बोले तो ना उन लोगों का फिक्स डिविडेंड रहता. जितना भी ज्यादा भी, अब बहुत से ज्यादा प्रॉफिट आए कंपनी में आया तो भी प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स को नहीं देते. जितना देना, जितना लिखा हुआ रहता उतना ही देते उन्हें.
ओके.
And your non-participating preference shares.
Okay.
These are the non-participating. अभी तक मैं बोले सो टाइप्स है. सो यार फिक्स्ड रेट आप लोगों को बोले थे ना अभी, दैट दे विल बी कैलकुलेटेड. फिक्स्ड रेट उन लोगों को डिसाइड करते, दे डिसाइडेड नॉट टू पे डिविडेंड्स क्राइसिस में है जब. सो यहाँ पे प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स होल्डर्स को नो क्लेम फॉर डिविडेंड. जब कंपनी शेयर्स में होल्डर्स एंटाइटल्ड डिविडेंड्स, तो द कंपनी प्रॉफिट्स आउट ऑफ द प्रॉफिट्स में से रहे तो क्राइसिस में चले जा रहा है तो डायरेक्टर्स भी दे डिसाइड टू नॉट टू पे एनी डिविडेंड्स. अब उन लोगों को डिमांड नहीं कर सकते. दैट इज फिक्स्ड रेट. And the nature of capital, उन लोगों का nature of capital क्या है? Not provide the permanent share capital. So they are redeemed after certain period. परंतु हम लोग फिर देंगे certain period के बाद. अगर ये बार हम लोग को नहीं आया, provided the permanent share capital नहीं है, तो we will be giving in a redeem afterwards. We latter stage, if they any raised at the latter stage, the company gets the established. तो उन लोगों को जो भी आता है शेयर कैपिटल इज सेफ कैपिटल. सो रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड एंड द मार्केट वैल्यू डज नॉट फ्लक्चुएट. सो जो नेचर ऑफ कैपिटल रहता है प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स का, मार्केट वैल्यू से रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड का कुछ भी फ्लक्चुएशन नहीं होता, उसका डिफरेंट मार्केट वैल्यू. सो प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स डज नॉट चेंज एनी रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड. जैसा इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स अप एंड डाउन रहता, सो उन लोगों का रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड पेएबल will be fixed. Okay. Market value, and the appreciation will be considered, that is compared with the equity shares. के compare करें तो उन लोगों का different है. Voting right, इन लोगों को they do not have a normal voting right. They do not enjoy any company affairs. Company में control of affairs भी कुछ भी उन लोगों का, they will not have any right, and they have a right, voting right on any resolution of company directly affecting their rights. खबर रहता उन लोगों के राइट्स को कहाँ तो भी अफेक्ट हो रहा बोले तो रेजोल्यूशन, तो न्यू policy change करने के लिए, at that time they'll have the right to. Normally they'll not have a right. Example, change in term of repayment of capital. Repayment, हम लोग फिर repayment कर रहे हैं. Dividend payment. Earlier, last year से हम लोग को कुछ भी profits नहीं आ रहे. So at that time when they have the resolution start करेंगे, new meeting करेंगे ना, at that time they have the right to vote. बाकी के time पे नहीं रहता हूँ. Now, safety.
Okay.
Now, next is a risk. Risk कैसा? The investor, जो भी invest करते preferential में, they'll be who are very cautious. क्यों बोलते हमारे शेयर्स, हम लोग शेयर्स में पैसे रखे, कल को लॉस आया तो हमारा पैसा पूरे डूब जाएंगे, जो भी इन्वेस्टमेंट. सो दे विल बी अटैच विथ प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैसा? प्रेफरेंस शेयर को अटैच करे तो क्या होता? द शेयर्स जो भी बूम में आया, अब देखो आप जियो का बूम में है, सो दैट इज शेयर होल्डर्स ड्यूरिंग डिप्रेशन पीरियड इंटरेस्ट रेट विल बी कंटिन्यूअसली फॉल. सो इसलिए उन लोगों का कभी भी प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स को शेयर्स को अटैच होके रहते. सेफ्टी ऑफ कैपिटल, उन लोगों का रिटर्न, जो रिटर्न ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट जो भी रहता ना, रिटर्न ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट आर एडवांटेज. रिटर्न जो भी रहता है उन लोगों का एडवांटेज. एंड व्हाट इज फेस वैल्यू इज नथिंग बट द प्रेफरेंस इज रिलेटिवली हायर देन द इक्विटी शेयर. हायर उन लोगों के इक्विटी शेयर से भी रेट विल बी more. So that is normally is called the face value. Understood? And the right bonus issue. So your right or bonus issue, not entitled. उन लोगों को इश्यू करने का शेयर होल्डर्स आर नॉट एंटाइटल्ड. उनको बोनस देना बोल के नहीं रहता, ओनली इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स रहता. बिकॉज लॉस आए तो भी उन लोगों को फेस करना पड़ता, लेकिन इन लोग फेस नहीं करना पड़ता. एंड नेचर ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या है? So here it is a attract the type of investor. There's a cautious, interested in safety of capital, अपना capital safety रहने के लिए, steady return of investment, जो भी हमने investment करे उसके ऊपर अपने को investment आना. And generally these are the things जिसके mind में रहता है, उन लोगों का preference shares को खरीदते. Understood? Now, difference between the shares को preference shares को क्या है? ये क्या है? नॉमिनल वैल्यू इज लोअर. जो भी इक्विटी शेयर का नॉमिनल वैल्यू ऑफ बाइंग द शेयर्स जो भी रहता है ना, उनका रेट बहुत कम रहता. बट व्हेन यू कंपेयर विद द प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स इट विल बी वेरी हायर. गॉट माय पॉइंट? एंड डिविडेंड, यहाँ पे डिविडेंड कैसा है? डिविडेंड वेरीज अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रॉफिट्स. डिविडेंड्स यहाँ पे कैसा है? फिक्स्ड रहता. यहाँ पे इक्विटी शेयर्स को कैसा रहता? अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रॉफिट्स द डिविडेंड विल बी गिवन. ओके. नो राइट फॉर एरियर्स ऑफ डिविडेंड. अगर ये साल में हमको लॉस आया, दिस ईयर आई गॉट द लॉस, सो नेक्स्ट ईयर आई गॉट द प्रॉफिट्स, मोर प्रॉफिट. एट दैट टाइम दिस इक्विटी शेयर पीपल दे कैन नॉट आस्क फॉर क्लेम. प्रीवियस एरियर्स जो भी है ना, दियो बोल के नहीं बोल सकते इक्विटी वाले. बट प्रेफरेंस वाले पूछ सकते. ये साल लॉस हुआ था ना, हम लोग को कम दिए ना पैसे, तो प्रॉफिट आया ना, लास्ट ईयर का दिया बोल के नो फाइट कर सकते, लेकिन इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स नहीं कर सकते. सो नो प्रायोरिटी इन डिविडेंड एंड रीपेमेंट ऑफ कैपिटल. प्रायोरिटी कुछ भी नहीं देते. जो उन्होंने जो भी कैपिटल इन्वेस्ट करे, दैट इन्वेस्टमेंट विल नॉट बी रीपेमेंट. ओके. यहाँ पे प्रायोरिटी इन डिविडेंड एंड रीपेमेंट ऑफ कैपिटल इज गिवन. This one in the equity share cannot be redeemed. नहीं दे सकते. They can redeem. Okay. In the equity share there is a more risk. अगर loss आया, if the company getting the loss and their liability is unlimited. Unlimited means sometime if the when company goes in the wind up or complete wind up हो रहे, तो जब पूरा खर्चा पूरा सबको बांटना ना, everything has to be defeated. So if it is not possible, that amount is not sufficient. Okay. The equity shareholders property also sometimes we have to take unlimited बोले थे. नहीं आया समझ?
थोड़ा सा फिर से.
See, if company got lost, so company plan to wind up, but the close कर देना बोल के सोचे.
Okay.
Close करने का सोचे. So at that time, whatever the assets, liabilities pay करने के बाद पैसा अभी भी अपन बाहर देने का है.
हाँ.
जब कंपनी का राइट है कि इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर जो भी रहते ना, मैं इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर हूँ, सो कंपनी को लॉस में जा रहा, तो पूरा पे करने में और कंपनी बाहर पे करने का है. जब क्या करते, मेरा प्रॉपर्टी में से भी आधा कितना होना उतना पैसा लेके भी पे कर देते. दैट इज अनलिमिटेड लायबिलिटी. इन लोगों का ऐसा नहीं है. इन लोगों का रिस्क बहुत कम रहता.
प्रेफरेंस शेयर वालों का.
प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर.
ओके.
सो देयर लायबिलिटी विल बी लिमिटेड.
ओके.
जितना इन्वेस्ट करेंगे उतने में से लेंगे उन लोग.
ओके. ओके.
तो ज्यादा नहीं. So wider. So these people have the more voting right. My other people are is okay. Saujanya. Saujanya, Swati, Haindavi.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
You are able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these people have the wider voting right. But these people have limited voting right. When this preference share have the voting right, tell me. Just how I told.
Yeah, ma'am. Carry on.
No. I'm asking limited voting right कब रहता preference shares को?
Can you repeat the question?
So here, these people have the writing vote or wider voting right. They have compulsory voting right is given to the equity shareholders. But preference shareholders has no voting right. Yes. Only limited time they have the voting right. At what time I'm asking?
Like whenever the rights are affected, then they'll have voting right.
No. Again, they wants to be market the shares.
Resolution.
Can be vote.
Resolution, and they want to make a change of their dividend rate. Okay, at that time only they will have. When the company goes into the more profits and it goes for the liquidation, at that time these preference shareholders have the right to vote. Not always. Limited time. Got my point? Then control over. These preference shareholders have a control over the management. So all the rights have, these people have the right. But here preference shareholders, no control over the management. And highly speculative. Speculative means what? What is the meaning of speculative? Haindavi?
Fluctuation. We cannot find out what happening.
Yes. So here, very less in the preference share. And ready to take the risk. These equity shareholders, they have the ready to take the risk, then a greater dividend prefer than this. Just now I told now, they are ready to give their property also when the company is going for the winding up. But here, these people are not ready to take the risk except steady income prefer. उन लोग जितना amount invest करे, that amount only they will. So you take this screenshot, man, difference between the equity share and the preference share. It's a very important.
Taken, ma'am. Taken.
Did you take this one screen?
Yeah.
Preference shares?
Also. Yes, this is also.
This one?
Yeah, this is also, ma'am.
Now we'll see what are the types of preference shares. Here we have a types of preference shares are cumulative preference share, non-cumulative preference share, and participating preference share, non-participating preference share, redeemable preference shares, non-redeemable preference share, convertible preference share, and non-convertible preference shares. So these all are the types of preference shares.
Okay.
So cumulative. Cumulative means this is a special type of shares where it is entitled for the shareholders to enjoy all the dividends payout at the times of the company when it's not having the profits. Just now I told you, profits nahi kare to they'll not enjoy. They will enjoy their fixed rate of the dividend. Non-cumulative, it is a dividend, it is a form of arrears. In case the non-cumulative preference shares, the dividend payout takes place from the profits made by the company in the current year. If there is a year in which there does not make any profit, then the shareholders are not paid any dividend for the year and they cannot claim. यहाँ पे cumulative में they can ask for the next arrears, but in the non-cumulative they cannot claim in the future. वहां पे cumulative में future में profits आया तो they can claim, but in the non-cumulative they cannot claim any profits in a future if they get more profits also. Got my point? Clear, ma? Yes. Thank you, Haindavi. And the participating preference share. What is the meaning of the participating preference share? So always these are the part of surplus profits, whatever they get for the company at the time of liquidation. The company after dividend have been paid to other shareholders. But the equity shareholders, they will not pay. So part of the surplus profits of the company along with the equity shares. So equity shares को pay करते वक्त along with the equity shares, they will be given the right to the participant preference shares. Non-participating, they'll not, it is not yield any shareholders, that is additional option. If they are getting the surplus profits earned by the company, that is receive only jitna bhi profits on the 100 crores of the profits on the, but non-participating people, they will get only fixed dividend. Participating kyo? If they are getting any fluctuation in the losses at the time, they will face the same thing. So that's why they will be participating, and when they get a surplus of profits, they will be given the profits along with the equity shareholders. Redeemable preference shares. Redeemable preference share means that can be repurchased. I एक बार मैं sell कर दी or redeem by issuing a company at the fixed rate and the date. This type of shares help the company by providing a cushion during time of inflation. Agar, once I have sold my profits, my shares. So at the time of the inflation, I can buy the same shares from the company during time of inflation. That is, they can repurchase shares that can be repurchased or redeemed. Okay. And non-redeemable preference shares means those shares that cannot redeem and entire lifetime. Once I sold my shares, again I cannot redeem it. Means I cannot take from the company during my lifetime. Entire lifetime I cannot. So in other words, the shares can only the redeem at the time of winding up. Agar company close ho raha, so at that time only they can repurchase it. Is it clear? Convertible. So your convertible preference shares are preference shares that they can convert the preference shares into the equity shares. That is a fixed rate after the expiry of specified period. That according to the memorandum of association. The memorandum में तो preference share है तो अपने को losses आ रहा, profit नहीं आ रहा, and they are equity shareholders, they are getting more profits. So at the time, many preference shareholders, they will convert their preference share into the equity share. And next is a non-convertible preference share. So these are the preference shares, they cannot convert into the equity share, and they are only get the fixed dividend payout and also enjoy the preferential dividend payout during the dissolution. So preferential का payout होता, dissolution, पूरा company close हो रहा, पूरा loss में आया. So at that time, the company will be given the preferential dividend payout. Anything? Yes, Khalil?
Yes, ma'am. Carry on. Understood, ma'am.
Okay. This one is the next topic. It's very, very important. It may get for the fifth long answer for you. Did you have taken this for preferential shares? Daily, preferential types of preference shares. क्या हुआ खलील सो गए?
नहीं सोया मैम, इधर कूलर लगाया, आपको डिस्टर्ब होता बोल के माइक बंद करते जा रहा हूँ.
Okay. So now it is a debenture. Debentures means what? Debenture. Debenture means to borrow or loan. So it is derived from the Latin word debere, which means the borrow or loan. And debentures are a written instrument. That is a debt. Means it is an instrument that is written that they have taken a loan from the debentures. Debentures is not, they are the creditors of the company. Understood? It is an instrument that debt the companies issue under a common seal. Common seal बोले तो क्या? एक कंपनी को seal रहता. अपना इंडियन का seal क्या है? Common seal इंडिया का? Do you know India's common seal?
Emblem.
Emblem. So every company, everyone, they have their own common seal. So it is similar to the loan certificate. That is a certificate that the company has taken the loan from particular people. These people will get only interest, not the profit. Because the company is taking the loan from the particular people that by issuing the debentures. And debentures, they are the public, where they have contract of repayment of money, that is money borrowed from them. And these debentures are fixed period and fixed rate of interest. And they are maybe the yearly, half yearly. Yearly or the half yearly means within 1 year or the 6 months. And these are also offered the public at a large. So these are the people, they'll be giving a loan for the large like equity shares. And debentures are actually, they are common way for large companies to borrow money. So these are the commonly very big companies will be finding the debentures. Now the features of debentures are time of repayment. Time of repayment means once the shares are issued, that is a debenture share. Debentures are issued to a company, that is a due date started in the debenture certificate. Means on 31st, suppose if they are giving that on 8th May, they have taken they have taken a loan in the form of debenture. That will be stated that debenture certificate. Means in that certificate, they will give that we have borrowed, that is in the form of a debentures. And the principal amount, whatever the principal amount of debenture is paid, that is on the maturity date. Whether 8th March, 8th May, April, 1 year or 6 months. So maturity period may, if I'm giving a loan of 1 lakh rupee, the interest will also give. After that, the extra amount will also given to the debenture holders. And priority of repayment. If company claimant of company, it's are the capital over, means if they are getting the loss also, the first priority is given to the debentures to repay the amount. Got my point? And next is interest. What is the meaning of interest? Interest means it is a fixed amount. It is a fixed amount where it depends upon a period paid periodically. That is, payment is fixed liability. Liability means still the company has to pay to the people and they will be getting the profit or not. If they are getting the profit also, they have to pay. If not getting also, they have to pay the interest to the debentures. And status of debenture holder means they are the creditor. Status क्या है उन लोगों का? They are the creditor and they have the fixed rate of amount should be payable, and that is a fixed interval, that is redeemable. Again, they will be getting back their amount, whatever is given in the form of debentures. No voting right. No voting right means these debentures will not carry any voting right. Shall issue any debentures carrying any voting right. So they have no right to vote in the general meeting of the company. In the general meetings, they do not have any right to give a vote. And the security, this is the generally is the fixed and the floating. Fixed means constant. Floating means the ups and downs of the assets of the company. Ab dekho, floating of charges of asset bole. Ab when you that is a fixed. That's an example of floating. Okay, gold. Gold always it will be same. No, it is a floating. आज 55,000 है तो कल 53,000 रहेंगे. नहीं तो कल परसों नहीं तो 56,000. It is a floating charges. It will be different on the companies. If the company is not in a position to pay the interest of their repayment of capital, the debenture holder can sell off the charged property and recover the amount. अगर company पैसे नहीं देने के लिए इनकार करे, हमारे पास पैसे नहीं है, लेकिन debentures को ये right है कि they can sell their property and they can recover of their amount. Okay. Got my point?
Yeah, ma'am.
Now, transferability. Yes, it is easily can be transferred through the instrument of transfer. Transfer हो सकता. Debenture एक कन से दूसरे कन से. अब मैं debentures ले ली. So मेरे को नहीं रहना है. So I'll not ask the company to pay the amount. What I'll do? I'll be selling this same debenture to the other people.
Okay.
मेरे को पैसे दे दो, तुम ये पैसा रखो, ये पेपर्स रख लो बोलते मैं दे सकता. That is transferability. Issuers. So these issuers can be in the private sector and the public sector. Understood?
Yeah.
Now we'll go with the types of debentures. Types of debentures are secured debenture, mortgage debenture, unsecured debenture, redeemable debenture, irredeemable debenture, fully convertible debenture, partly convertible debenture, non-convertible debenture.
Oh.
So these all are the types of debenture. Again and again I'm telling you, these types and debenture, what is the debenture, what are the features and what are the types of debenture is very important question. And even types of preference shares also very important. They ask what are the types of shares. Types of shares.
It is in long, ma'am. Long question.
Long question में पूछ सकता. If it is what are the types of shares means, you have to write the 3 types of shares. Equity shares, preference shares, and the deferred shares.
Okay. Deferred. Yes.
So preference shares I explained you.
Yeah, already just now.
And equity shares also I explained you.
Yeah.
Preference shares. Now these all are the liabilities. You were the loan ले रहे.
Correct.
This
Loan from the shareholders, borrowing the money.
Shareholders, they will be paid at the time of winding up. These shareholders, whenever they want to, that is a fixed period of time, they have to pay the amount.
Okay, ma'am.
Next is there are various types of debentures that can issue based on security. That is a tenure, that is convertible. Based on security, based on tenure, based on convertibility. So next it is a secured debenture. Secured debenture means that is secured against the asset. Means this is a charge and create the asset in case of default. तो secured. अगर default हुआ payment में, so the company does not have enough funds to repay such debentures. So that the time the said assets will be sold to pay off the loan. Assets हम लोग pay कर देके आपके loan complete कर देंगे. Security. Secured means it is a security. The charge may be fixed and any specific asset or the floating asset against all fixed asset.
Maybe 100% give, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
In longer debentures, they can take any of the property, they can sell and take the amount.
Okay.
But here unsecured, it is not like that. Neither it may be the fixed, nor it may be the floating. It is not secured. If normally this kind of debenture does not issue by companies in India. ये अपने पास नहीं है. क्यों बोले तो unsecured बोले तो दे भी सकते नहीं भी दे सकते.
Correct.
And the
Sometimes
next,
they will show profit, sometimes they will
and
show
these
no
people are
profit.
not having right to sell any of the property of the company.
Okay.
The redeemable debenture. This is the redeemable debenture that is payable at expiry. अपना expiry हो गया, हो जाने के बाद specified period देके अरे हम लोग अभी नहीं देंगे, फिर 1 week के बाद और installment में देंगे, एक ही बार lump sum में देंगे, लेकिन देंगे.
Okay.
So that is redeemable at a par, premium or the discount. अरे हम इतना नहीं पे सकते, थोड़ा discount तो दियो. वैसा हम अभी तक तो हम interest pay करते हुए आए ना आपको ऐसा.
Okay.
And irredeemable, it is a no fixed date. ऐसा कुछ भी date नहीं है.
Okay.
You know, fixed period of time. And here these are the perpetual in nature. Perpetual nature. They have the prior, that is debentures are the perpetual in nature, and there is no fixed date at which they have to be payable. कभी भी सकता हूँ.
Okay.
Request का कोई जरूरत नहीं है. हम लोग irredeemable है, pay करेंगे, लेकिन unspecified long term interval, unspecified नहीं कर सकते.
Maximum time.
फलाना टाइम पे पे करते बोल के नहीं रहता है लोग irredeemable.
No, ma'am. Maximum time.
Maximum time होने के बाद भी देखा थे. No fixed date बोल के बोल रहा देखो.
Okay.
There is no fixed date at which they become payable, and they are redeemable when the company goes into the liquidation process. Liquidation बोले तो अगर पैसे है जब पे कर देते. Or they can be redeemable after a unspecified long time interval. Fully convertible. So यहाँ पे equity shares at option of debenture holders. Fully they can convert to ये debentures जो भी है, they can convert into the equity shares, and they can become the shareholders. Got my point?
Yeah, ma'am.
Other students, only Khalil only listening. Yes, no other students are there?
Listening, ma'am.
Ma'am.
I'm not getting a voice. Are you watching?
Yes, ma'am.
Rest, enjoying the Mother's Day?
No.
Celebration. Yes, girls, because Khalil is not at all attached with the Mother's Day. That's why he is very busy and concentrating on the lesson. All the girls, Saujanya, Krishnaveni, they are planning to what the party, how the party should be celebrated. No, Haindavi? Swati?
No, ma'am. I'm listening here. Yes, ma'am.
Madam.
Saujanya. You're all very good students. So if it is possible in the next year, if it is offline classes, I'll meet you all.
Okay, ma'am. Always
Okay,
welcome
ma'am.
for you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now partly means only half part they can convert it to the equity shares, half they can put as a debentures. So simultaneously they can become the owner, simultaneously can become the creditor. Non-convertible. Non-convertible, they cannot give suggest for the debentures, do not have any option to convert to shares. That is kind of equity. The debentures will remain debentures only till the maturity, and no conversion will be taken place. Convert करने का chances कुछ भी नहीं है. Okay?
Okay. Just
Then,
transfer only.
yes, ma?
Just transfer only.
Only not transfer.
हाँ.
Just the remain maturity होने के बाद जो भी पैसा कंपनी देता वो देख के चले जाना.
Okay. Okay.
And advantages. This one you take my screenshot. Wait. I'll give. Yeah, these are the theories. Just you read these all the theories from your textbook. Net income theory, net operating theory, income theory, traditional theory, and Modiglian-Miller theory. This is very important theory for your examination part.
Okay, ma'am.
It is there, no?
Maybe, ma'am, we have to check. We did not open the book, ma'am.
When they during time of exam, you will check.
No, not like that.
Okay. Net operating income theory, you take the screenshot.
Okay, taken.
So here it is a problem is given, just you see. The following information is available in respect of the rate of return on investment. Investment is R. The cost of capital, that is a K, and the earning per share is E of ABC Limited. Here you have to rate of return on investment, that is a R, 15%, 12%, 10%. And cost of capital is a 12%. And earning per share is ₹10. Now you have to find out the shares using the Gordon's model. With problems karna hai. So they'll mention the problems depends upon these people will. Okay. So this is a question they have given, now solution. So this is a formula.
Madam, Telugulo explain cheyara koddiga.
Endama?
Telugulo koddiga explain cheyara.
Here this one is the question amma. In the question they ask ikkada adigin enti Gordon's model lo problem cheyamani cheptunnaru. Idemo D by P ratio 1 minus B, retention rate, it is a B. So this is a formula. This is formula.
Okay.
This one is a formula. So when D by B ratio is 100%, ratio 100% unnappudu B ఎంత ఉండాలి? 0. Okay. So in the E, how much? 10.
Will they give this table also?
They'll give.
Okay.
So here D by P, in this formula, according to this formula, P is equals to E, 1 minus B, K E minus B R. So in this, D by P, how much? Sorry, E is a 10. D by P ratio is 100%, B is equals to 0. Got the point? So here P is equals to 10. E formula prakaranga chuskutema. E is a 10. 1 minus B anta? If it is 100%, then it is a 0. 100% retention period anta? 0. KE anta?
K 12%.
12%. 12% annappudu 0.12 divided by 0.12. What is BR? 0 into B is the 0. R enta? Here given R
15%.
15%. Avuna? So here 0 into 0.15 means 10 into 1. 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0.
1.
1. 1 means ఇక్కడ మనకి 1 వచ్చేసి 10 into 1
10
0 into 0.15
0
0. So when it is 0, 0.12 minus 0 to 0.12. So it is a 83.33. Only that depends on formula.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
And the next limit, when it is a DP is 80, then what is the retention period? Retention period is 20. See here, 80%, it is a 20. Got my point?
Yeah.
Okay.
So ఇక్కడ ఏంది మేడం ఇది 12 ఉంది 10 ఉంది. ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏమి ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్ లో 15%, 12%, 10%. So these three you have to do with this one. 15%, 12%, 10%.
Okay. 15%, 12%, 10%. 3 options.
When 80% is there, P is equals to 20.
Okay. But all
Same.
are coming rupees 83.33, ma'am.
Amma?
All this coming 83.33.
Yes, obviously.
Okay.
When it is 0 into 0.12, 0.
Okay.
And 0 into 0.10, 0.
0
Only this is the remain. 0.12.
Okay, ma'am.
And here also we have to do according to these three, 15, 12, and the 10. So next is when DP is 40, and what will be the detention period is 60. That is a B. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
yes ma'am
We take the screenshot. Gordon's model means you have to go with this. This formula you have to put. Screenshot is called number. Okay, Khalil?
Complete now.
Next. This one. మీరు చూసుకొని ఒకసారి చూడకుండా చేయండి అమ్మా.
okay ma'am
ఫార్ములా తోటి వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఓన్లీ ఫార్ములానే సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. ఇది కూడా త్రీ స్లైడ్స్. So this implication also you must write. When rate of return is greater than the discount rate, then the price per share is increases and dividend pay is decreases. Finished?
Finish, ma'am.
Ma'am, those are the implications only for the Gordon's method.
And problem the.
Okay, ఆ
Problem
మెథడ్ వస్తే అనే ఇంప్లికేషన్స్ రాయొచ్చు కదా మ్యామ్?
రాయాలి మరి ప్రాబ్లం తోటి ఇంప్లికేషన్ కూడా రాయాలి. ఇక్కడ మనకు కాన్సెప్ట్ ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉందో ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పేస్తున్నాం. వర్కింగ్ క్యాపిటల్ ఉంది కదా.
Yes, ma'am.
మిల్లర్ అండ్ మాడిగ్లర్ మోడల్ తీసుకోండి అమ్మాయి. స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకోండి. M&M థియరీ ఇది. మిల్లర్ అండ్ మాడిగ్లేని మోడల్ అని ఎవరు ఒక్కొక్కసారి. యు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ M&M థియరీ. This one also you take. తీసుకుంటున్నారు కదమ్మా స్క్రీన్ షాట్స్.
తీసుకుంటున్నాం మ్యామ్.
ఇది మీరు చదవండి. దీంట్లో మీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే నేను నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తా. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఇంకా మళ్ళీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కూడా చెప్పాలండి. ఇవాళ ఒక ప్రాబ్లం చెప్తే ఇస్తున్నారా? అసంప్షన్స్.
మ్యామ్ ఒకసారి అసంప్షన్స్ చూపిరా స్లైడ్.
చూపిస్తా.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
మా డివిడెండ్ పాలసీ ఉందా చూడండి. డివిడెండ్ పాలసీ ఉందా? టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ మీ దగ్గర లేదు. నేనే యూనివర్సిటీకి పోయి తెచ్చుకోవాలి. నేను టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ ముంగడ పెట్టుకొని పేజ్ నెంబర్ చెప్తుంటే అప్పుడు కానీ మీరు తీయరు కదా.
మ్యామ్ డివిడెండ్ పాలసీ ఉంది బ్లాక్ 4 లో.
ఏందమ్మా?
బ్లాక్ 4 లో ఉంది మ్యామ్.
ఏందమ్మా?
బ్లాక్ 4 లో ఉంది డివిడెండ్ పాలసీ.
ఎందుకంటే నేను ఇది ఇప్పుడు మాకు ఇది యూజీలో కూడా ఉంది అనమాట. యూజీలో కూడా ఉంది. సో నాకు ఎట్లా వస్తే అట్లా చేస్తాను అనమాట ఇది. సో డివిడెండ్ పాలసీ. వాట్ ఈస్ డివిడెండ్ పాలసీ? ఇట్ ఈస్ అ పాలసీ ఆఫ్ ఎ డివిడెండ్. ఇవి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్నమాట ఇవన్నీ. ఎందుకంటే లాస్ట్ టైం నేను వాల్యుయేషన్ చేసినాను కదా, నాకు తెలిసి ఇవి. So dividend policy, it is a policy where it is distribution of the company indicates dividends istaru. That's a policy. They'll make one policy that if so many people they buy the shares, మన కంపెనీకి ఇంత పాలసీ చెయ్యాలి. పాలసీ అంటే మనం ఏంటిది? ఇప్పుడు కంపెనీ ఒక పాలసీ రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ అర్థమవుతుందా? When company earns profit ఎప్పుడైతే earn చేస్తుందో ఒక కంపెనీ, then will decide regarding the how and where the profit will be utilized. ప్రాఫిట్స్ వచ్చినాయి అనుకో, అప్పుడు కంపెనీ ఏం చేసుకుంటుంది? ఈ ప్రాఫిట్ ని ఎట్లా యూటిలైజ్ చేయాలి, ఎవరికి ఇవ్వాలా, ఏంటిది అని. సో ద కంపెనీ కెన్ ఎదర్ రిటైన్ ద ప్రాఫిట్ earned or else they choose the distribute the same in the form of dividend to the shareholders. But profits ఎక్కువ వచ్చేసినాయి, so they may utilize for the future, or they can make the retained profits, or they will be thinking the dividend should be given to the shareholders. So that is a dividend policy. In the dividend policy, we have a types. So there are 4 types. One is a regular dividend, stable dividend, and irregular dividend. And next one is a no dividend. So these are the 4 types of policies or dividend. Okay. తీసుకోండమ్మా. మీకు థియరీ క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతున్నప్పుడు రాయడానికి. Next, what is a regular dividend? So under this dividend policy, the company will follow the procedure. Company procedure follow అవుతుందన్నమాట. So the dividends will pay out shareholders every year. So every year they must have this much of the amount should be paid. That is in the form of that is a dividend. So if the company earns abnormal అంటే ఏంటిది? తక్కువ profits, come profits earn kara. So at the time, then they retain the extra profit. If the company earns abnormal profits, then it retains the extra profits. Whereas it remains the loss and any year, then also it will pay the dividend to the shareholder. Got? Got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
So here, when the company procedure that will pay out the dividends to the shareholders every year, that they'll make one policy. If they are making the abnormal profits, then it remains the extra profit. So if they are getting the losses also, they will adopt the same thing at stable earning also. They will study the cash flow. Under this policy, the investor gets the standard rate. जो भी invest करते हैं, उन लोगों को standard rate of dividends will be paid. Got? Next is a stable. Stable means what? Not more, not less. So here under this dividend policy, the company follows the procedure to pay out and define the profit percentage. So they will be paying out and they'll be following the procedure that is a defined fixed percentages of profits as the dividend is paid every year. Every year they'll be paying the, for example, suppose a company sets the payout or rate at 10%. 10% देने के लिए dividend policy if they make, then the percentage of profit will be paid out the dividends every year, regardless the quantum of profit. A company adopting this policy is risk. The reason being amount is dividend is fluctuate with the level of profits. ये क्या stable क्यों पूछ रहे? They says that 10% of profit, 10% of profit, the pay of the rate of interest, that is in the form of dividends, can be paid. That is a quantum profits. But some of the companies, they will not adopt this policy because it is very risky. If you are not making a more profits, then it will be difficult for them to make the profits. That is fluctuation. कभी भी fluctuate होते हैं तो they can pay, no, they cannot pay. So that's why they will not take this such a type of a dividend policy. The next is an irregular dividend policy. It is irregular. That is no obligations. ऐसा कुछ भी obligations नहीं है. That is the respect of paying a dividend to shareholders. So यहाँ पर क्या है? Board of directors they decide the quantum of rate of dividend. इतना dividend देना, but that is taken with the earned profit. So there is a risk of paying dividends has nothing to do with the company scenario of earning profit and coming into loss. यहाँ क्या? Irregular. Irregular means what? It is not regular. That is always depends upon the decision of the company board of directors. The company scenario, if it is earning the profits more, that is coming into loss. So irregular, they'll make. So no dividend pay. If the payout ratio will be 0, means under this policy, the company follow the procedure that paying no dividend to the shareholders, irrespective of profit or loss. अगर अपने profit आया, loss आया, they will not pay any percentages for the dividend. That is a dividend. So it will reinvest in the to a company, that is a model of business to expand. So why they are not paying this dividends to them? Because the same thing they will reinvest. So when they make the reinvest in the company, that is model of the business to expand, that is infuse further, that is increase the rate and hurdles into the issues like liquidity. ये liquidity ये पूरे करने के लिए what they say to the shareholders that we will reinvest that again. Same policies they will take and reinvest. When the company makes the profit, you will be going to get the increased rates. Understood? अनिल चले गए?
मैं क्या मैम है? I'm online.
You're online only? Okay, very good. Ma, you have taken this policy? Daily, na? Repayment,
Yes,
stable profit?
Taken, ma'am.
So now you take the factors. What are factors determining the dividend policy? And don't think that madam हमारे book में ऐसा है आप ऐसा दिए. So these are the factors. This is always means they may give in the changes, but here I have given a simple word, that is liquidity. That is also right.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Repayment of debt. First one is the stability. Next one is the repayment of debt. And next is the stability of profits, control, inflation, legal considerations. Till legal considerations, these are the factors where it is affecting for the policy, that is dividend policy. So yeah, these are the policies where it's adopted by the companies. Which companies? That is startup companies like Google, Facebook, who is already establishing the trust among the investor. है ना? ट्रस्ट है ना अपने को गूगल कंपनी के ऊपर, फेसबुक के ऊपर, because the cheaper cost of financing and they are increasing the profits. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What happens, Saujanya?
No, ma'am.
Till here it is any doubt?
Madam, we will go through, and then if we have in another class, put this doubt class, then we will
Yes.
clarify.
In the next class, you ask me the doubts.
No,
And next
no,
class.
not next class, ma'am. One last class we will see this one. If last hour we will see this. Okay. Points we will write and we will ask with you.
To me,
Yeah.
I didn't get your point. मैं समझ में नहीं आया आप क्या बोल रहे हो.
Hey, ma'am. Yeah. One day we will keep this last hour. In this last hour we can ask the questions.
So last, okay, lastly.
Okay, ma'am.
That is on the 8th. But they have given you 10 days. But in our timetable, it is only
8 days,
classes.
ma'am.
8 days only.
8 days only.
Yeah. They actually they make for the 10 days, but somebody is coming, somebody is not coming means, so that's why they in that we have to complete within 10.
So in simply paying the money to the lecturer, that's why they decreased.
No, not decreasing, ma'am. You, according to you, you can take, ma'am.
But according to me, if I take the 10 classes, they'll not pay me the 10 classes money.
No, ma'am, it's not like that. They will pay you, definitely. You are teaching, you are working, means they will pay to you.
No,
They
ma'am.
are,
Means once the timetable is prepared, means that according to that only they'll be. We'll see. Because now how many classes over? 4 classes.
Yes,
Four
ma'am.
classes,
This is
ma'am?
fourth one.
for you, for
Mine
for
is on first you started, no?
first, third one only. This is the third one.
Third, yeah, third. That is on first it was there. First, now 7th, 8th, 3 classes. So more 5 classes. So next class, I will be going to do the problems. So
Okay,
on Saturday, I'll not do the problems for kind information. Because in that on Saturday, I'll be in the college. So only theory can explain. So Sunday, I'll be free at my home. I can make it.
Ma'am, yesterday I had, in the morning I had sent this problem pages for the two
I
capital.
didn't get beta.
Today I had sent to you
At what time?
in the morning on the WhatsApp.
No, I didn't get.
मैं भेजा हूँ आपको.
कौन से नंबर पे भेजा?
Problems के.
No, beta, I didn't get.
No. I will tell the number to you, Padma ma'am. Yeah, Padma Bhagwantam ma'am. 98 6634 62435.
But I didn't get any papers.
No, ma'am. Just check my, because my number is 81062777030.
If you are sending to me, it
Uh-huh.
should come with the number also, no?
Yeah, it's coming.
No, 9866346243.
81062777030.
No. My number I'm telling, I'm repeating 9866
9866
34
34
62
62
43.
43. This is your number, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, I had sent on this number only. Which one? Just now I told to you. Padma, ma'am. Will you contact 9866346243?
But I didn't get.
It's not like that, ma'am. My internet is also on. Can you check once again, please?
Ma, from the morning I have checked. Now also I'm getting many messages, but I didn't get your papers. Okay, no problem. I have talked to one controller, sir. So he said that he will arrange the textbook for me.
Okay, one time more. I'm sending this all the messages which has sent it to you. Once again. Padma, ma'am. Yes. All
Now
done,
I
sir.
got. Now I got 33 papers.
Yeah, one I had mentioned this one, everything, page numbers and subject chapter wise.
Okay. Okay. I'll see you to it.
Okay, ma'am. Continue,
Okay.
please.
Okay, ma. See you next week. But problems I'll explain on Sunday.
Okay, if you have this, you have the solved problem, ma'am. You can post to in the group also. I had added to you also. You can post me on this number also.
Okay,
Just now
sure,
I had
sure.
sent it to you, no, ma'am.
So,
Then I
sure.
will.
So
Okay.
Can
what
you
I'll
share this
do,
PPT?
Yeah, ma'am. PPT also, ma'am. This PowerPoint, the slides also.
okay.
Hello.
Ma'am.
The slides also you can send to us, ma'am.
No problem. Ma. I'll give important questions.
Okay. Important questions as well as solved problem and this PPTs also.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
ma'am. See you next week.
Okay, ma'am.
If
Maybe
any
hope so.
mothers are there, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, ma'am. Same to you also.
Okay. Thank you, beta.
क्या करते हैं